Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
Lola, why did your hand go up?
From the excitement.
Oh my god, true.
From the excitement because we're watching
The
Sopranos.
Sopranos episode. Is it 10 now?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god. I thought, again,
Do you know that, like,
it's not computing my mind.
Do you know that like my brother and mother are watching the show in the spare time?
Right now?
Yeah.
Really?
They started season 1 and they're
But like they already watched it.
No, never.
Last time didn't watch Sopranos?
Never. No, can you imagine that?
Really?
Yeah, imagine.
That's interesting. Is that your influence?
No.
No?
No, they wanted to start it before we...
Started.
Before they knew that we were gonna start it, and he was like, should we start it now or watch The Bear?
Oh,
and then I was like,
okay.
wait, because like I'm gonna watch Sopranos soon, so like you should start it a bit later.
Okay.
And somehow they finished The Bear and now they're watching Sopranos.
Just like us.
Well, they're at season 1 yet.
Oh
That's
my
why,
god. How do they like it so far?
I think Lazar loves it. I think he loves it. I think he likes Polly the most, even in the beginning. And
Yeah.
I think he's interested in Chris.
Yeah.
That's what he has said. Because he's funny to him as well. Like
Yeah,
Polly and
Chris
Chris are funny to him, and he likes when somebody's funny.
Yeah.
And mom was like, it's sometimes hard for me to keep up. But we pause and I ask if I don't understand something.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But I think they like it at this point.
I mean, I don't see how they wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, we adore it.
Yeah.
They didn't mention my boy Carmela.
My boy Carmela.
See, it's not just pronouns. I don't know English.
Again, we have too many male characters, and so is my boy,
Exactly.
you know, and so like it's just a go-to.
My woman. Is that worse?
Yeah. Let's go with my girl.
I don't think so. Carmela.
Just go with my girl.
Okay.
My woman sounds caveman-like somehow. I don't know. Literally.
Wow. Very excited.
Episode 10 somehow. I don't know how.
Is the last episode the episode where they all thought they were going to have?
Yes. Well, with a good reason.
Except
and they would
Tony,
be correct.
who weren't accepting that fact that he would be the evil one.
Yeah,
That deserves the hell.
Tony
And
has...
then he did kill the guy who was the one of the kids.
Yep.
Idiots. Who shot Chris.
Yeah, he's like, stairway to heaven. I'm just awaiting him.
Like, I finished this job and
Did
I
what
go
I
to
needed to
heaven.
do. I provided. You know? Like, what's the problem, Bill? Hell is reserved for the really bad guys.
Yeah.
What am I?
And
I'm like a banker.
I agree. And these two are like, I mean, I understand him. That was revenge.
Yeah, it was revenge.
Yeah, and like these two are idiots, you know, they're kids.
Such dumbasses. Yeah. I'm very excited to see this episode. I mean, Chris is maybe about to get out of the hospital. How this is gonna change him, potentially not. Like,
I don't think so.
I have no idea. Like with Chris, it's a mystery where we're gonna go. But I am curious what's gonna happen with that.
And his relationship with that Adriana.
That unfortunately still exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seems like it's gonna continue to exist.
Yeah. We have made our thoughts clear on that, I think.
Yeah.
You know. Look, let's see what happens in this episode.
Also, what I read in the comments is that like people are shocked. I mean, not people, but somebody is not shocked, but like surprised with how much we hate Chris already. You know.
I mean, hate. I don't hate Chris. I don't have warm feelings towards him.
But like nothing has happened for us to have warm feelings
no,
towards
but I
him.
think like now we're talking about your brother liking Chris. And I remember in season 1, like I think I talked to you about this. I don't think we have like the same opinion necessarily, but like I told you, I find Chris, there's something endearing to me about him, maybe because like he was funny. And like, I don't know, somewhere along the lines, I have lost that. I think he has a very good story in terms of like, it's very believable and easy to see how someone falls down the road that Chris does. Like, it seems like a very realistic story and the things that he struggles with. But like, as a character, there is little for me to grasp onto, for me to feel like warm about him. Like, he is like, only maybe I would feel that in like his relationship with Tony. Let's say that would be
Maybe
the only
even...
thing, because like with Adriana, he's horrifying, like awful. He is not a good guy. Like, I need something to grab onto.
Yeah, and I completely agree. The only thing in the beginning that like was very interesting to me to see how this life is affecting him. We knew that he has a depression, but I feel like the show at this point is less focusing on that than, let's say, with Tony's character, which is something that makes Tony's character very interesting, in my opinion, you know?
Yeah.
And also, again, his love for his kids and Carmela, even though it doesn't seem that way always. That is something that, like, at least to me, you know, is the most interesting about Tony, like, about his core character.
Yeah.
And we see that thoroughly in therapy sessions, where with Chris, we don't see that at all. So, in my opinion, there is really nothing at this point that is making me so invested and interested in his storyline.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. I see people praising his character very much, and again, he does have a potential because he is a guy who's born into this business, basically, you know.
Yeah, I think for him is clearer than for anyone else, like how many, let's say, exits he could have had.
Yeah.
Where like he didn't exit again. It's not easy to like step out of everything, you know.
Probably
like,
impossible.
We talked about like Tony giving him this ultimatum.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't choose this life and this job, you don't get your family.
Yeah.
And like, Tony is his family. That's like his father figure, you know. Like, this is not a choice. So like, with him, you had these episodes where like you want for him to like choose the different path that like is here in front of you, and it's gonna be a more difficult path, and he doesn't, you know. And it's so sad to see that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So like that's I really like that part of the storyline for him. I don't know where we're gonna continue. Again, I think the only endearing part in him that we could potentially see, for me at least, would be that type of like relationship with Tony, you know. Like, that is the thing that I could really, like, let's say, connect to, and that is the only thing I feel like that can make me feel warm towards him.
I understand. I agree.
So
at least in this point,
yeah,
we'll see in the future.
I mean, we like, again, we're just not even halfway through, so
yeah,
but I'm excited to see.
Me too.
We might as well play.
Let's see what's gonna happen in this episode.
Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun.
Why did they change the subtitle of the song? I feel like in the past 2 episodes, or maybe I didn't notice, but like they say burn when the song says something else. But now I forgot what the song says. But it's bothering me now.
I'm not even reading this at all.
Me neither, but like it sticks out to me now. You got to learn, and they say you got to burn to shine. Does it say you got to burn to shine? Wait, that's a more interesting line. You have to burn to shine? Wait. What is the lyric, guys?
You have to be absolutely 110% sure this is who you saw.
This is definitely the man I saw. Windshield.
Something about this kid?
He was heavy set. I heard gunshots, but I thought it was kids with firecrackers.
Thank you, Mr. Arthur.
So goddamn fed up with crime. I'd hate myself if I didn't come forward. May I ask who the dead man was?
Just a poor kid got hooked up with the wrong crowd.
Honestly, like, fucking brave to come when you see this, because I would be fucking shitting myself.
I want to spend more time with AJ.
The other one you should spend time with. She's almost out of the house.
I'm not worried about Matt. Let her take care of herself.
Why the sudden burst of fatherhood?
Can you say anything without it being sarcastic?
I think it's a good idea. He adores you. He never gets to spend enough time with you. Fatherly support is absolutely linked to a boy's later capacity to manage frustrations, to explore new circumstances, and to do well in school.
Kid needs to toughen up. Somebody needs to teach that kid some street smarts. Not to be a sucker. Not to be involved with the wrong people. I don't want another Christopher on my hands. I mean, look at him. He's lucky to be alive.
You have the Christopher on your
Another
hands.
poor prick they found dead. Kid was 23 or something. Put on different lines of credit.
Yeah, but all of a sudden I'm ordering all this weird shit. I mean, picnic coolers, Ramosa water. When's one of these vendors gonna realize I'm never gonna pay him and call the cops?
Well, your fucking critter runs out of Diamond Jim.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Spider.
Oh.
I was about to say, is it like a snake or something?
He's gonna be like, man up.
Ah, you do it.
Come here and kill the friggin' thing.
No way.
Oh, come on. Leave, you friggin' idiot.
Some man here to see you.
Oh,
The police.
Spending quality time with his son. To go to speak to the fucking police.
Should we let them in the house? Warrant. How do you say it in fucking Polish? But if you don't have a warrant, could you get the fuck out of my house? Because I'm kind of busy.
You can see that.
Oh, you're a comedian. Is that how you broke your nose?
Tell me we could have phoned. Why don't you come down to the station to talk?
Dad?
AJ, take the back one out of the cabana. I'll be down in a couple minutes. On your way out, do you think you can roll the garbages down the hill? Tomorrow's pickup day.
He was spotted, Sal. So don't go pulling my taffy. Because at this fucking second, if you lie to me, you will never see the streets where you live for 50 fucking years. Well, there was someone else with Tony the night he shot the kid up. A quote-unquote husky accomplice.
If I did ride with Tony on something like that, don't you think it would only get me tighter with him, raise my coinage, make Tony forget all his suspicions?
You're a cute prick, Puss. I'll give you that. Get me Tony on tape talking about this murder.
If they had enough to bench you for, there'd be bars between us right as we speak. So why do they want me to go down there? Lock you into a story, any story. So later at trial, any contradiction will sink you. This is some bad shit here. What's up, Anthony? How did this happen? Midlife crisis? You can talk to me.
The mothers last year said we should end senior night at sunrise at Long Beach Island. That way they can dance, they'll do the scavenger hunt, and the liquor stores will be closed. When I found out about Eric's car, I told Tony to give it
Oh,
back.
that's
I wish I could
okay.
say this is the first time that Dave has pulled a stunt like this, but Eric is going to college. And maybe it's better for his grades he doesn't have a car. So long as Eric gets into Georgetown as his first choice.
I wish it was Meadows. She wants to go to Berkeley.
Hi! We just finished.
I'm sorry I'm late. I was bidding a job in Rumson.
My brother, artist with wallpaper, the only one you trust with your Brunswick
What? Huh?
Vic, Carmela Soprano, Victor Musto.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Nothing.
Yeah,
What?
beautiful house.
Oh, you think she?
Is cheating gonna start happening back? Let's fucking do it, Carmela.
Because I first thought the guy is the one who was the witness.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? That's why.
I mean, don't ask me.
I know
I don't
it's
think
not.
so.
No,
okay.
I know it's not. I know it's not.
Oh my god. He is gonna die if Tony finds out. I'm already, in my mind already, they already crossed the line.
The looks, the smiles.
Yeah. He was in love with her immediately. Relatable, man.
I understand.
Don't even think about it. She's married to Tony Soprano.
Is that Eric's father? God.
David, are you down there?
Be right up.
Oh, Richie, baby, you're the best. You're the best one. Oh, baby. Oh, you're the best one ever. Oh, he's the best. Oh, Richie. Oh, Richie. Oh, baby.
Oh god, they have a weird kink. God.
Oh, you're the boss.
I hope the gun is not loaded.
What?
It should be you. What does that even mean?
I'm trying to say, Janice.
Oh, it should be
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
God, can you believe it?
Of course I can. Lydia 2.0.
I find powerful men ironic.
Is that another dig at me?
Jesus, Richie. All I mean is my brother needs help. My Uncle Junior still has friends, and Junior thinks the world of you. Well, Ma, if you need something, call. I'll bring it up.
Are you smoking marijuana? I want to watch the chief. Listen to her. Like Rose Kennedy. With all of
We haven't seen her.
We had like been so long. I didn't know that she was home. Girl. Scandalous.
Huh. It's not even there.
Let's guess twice where he is at.
No words.
In the argument. We're gonna go downtown. Lock you into a story.
Oh.
And if they do have something, why the fuck ain't they talking to you?
This makes it more suspicious for him.
Murder and ain't a racketeering. 20 to life. Not good. Tell my fucking kids, I will fucking cut you. Just tell me.
Take it easy, pal. Let's fix it. First off, it's not a right. Thank God. There's an eyeball witness.
You can't kill a witness.
Shit! Did you see anybody? Did you see another living fucking soul? Fuck no. Don't worry. I'm mere bump in the road.
Oh, you're beautiful.
All my friend at the station knows is that he's a civilian.
Oh,
opening my
his
mail.
vendors.
It's a lawsuit. It's a fucking lien on the building. They're gonna close me down.
Baby, not fucking now, okay?
They're gonna know after this that it's fraud. I'm gonna go to jail for this. Get the fuck back in your fucking hole.
God, he's gonna shoot himself. And again, it's
And
not gonna be
it's our
Tony's
boys.
fault because, like,
And these
you
are
know.
boys.
You're doing a good job.
Is these people that are with Tony gonna kill a witness who is a civilian?
I don't think they are gonna do that.
Me neither, but like they don't even know who it is.
Carmela, my husband has a disease, a serious gambling problem.
I am so sorry.
Thank God the store's in my name. You can't sell the business without me or he would have gambled it all away by now.
So nice to meet your brother the other day. He seems like a very interesting person.
Fix a doll. When his wife was dying, he waited on her hand and foot.
Really? A widower? So young. I thought there was a sadness about him. And the children?
Childless. She had a house of woman.
I had a dream about him.
You did?
Christine.
Well, he asked me about you too.
He was wallpapering my dining room.
Oh, well, the dream was your subconscious telling you want to have him wallpaper your dining room, that's all.
She just said this openly.
Yeah. She just said it very openly.
Girl, I'm all for this. I'm absolutely all for this. We're going fishing.
Got something for you.
What?
What? A favorite rod, the Penn International Reel. We'll take the boat, we'll go out fishing.
Okay.
Nah, I figure we'd, see a movie or something, get some pizza.
I can't.
I mean, you can't.
I'm going to the mall. We go there sometimes.
And do what?
I don't know, get something to eat, some Mrs. Fields.
Yeah, my girl did the same thing. Boys and girls, always in a group. What's that about?
What's it about for you?
In my day, a boy and a girl went on a date.
I don't think it's about him going to the mall with a group that bothered you. Wasn't it that he was going to the mall instead of going to the movies with you?
Well, he's getting to that age where he's got a life of his own.
One that doesn't include you. It's bittersweet, this period. You're glad that they're growing up, but you're sad to lose them.
Could be going away for a very long time. For something I didn't do. Oh, gee, that's too bad, Antonino. What a shame, Tony.
We can't go into specifics on this.
Well, here's something specific. I didn't do anything wrong. We're not supposed to talk about it. I could be going to the camp for the rest of my fucking life, and I'm not supposed to discuss it with my psychiatrist? What the fuck are you for, anyway?
How does that make you feel? The idea that you might be sent to prison.
I just gotta stay around a little while longer for the kids. Especially my boy. Once he's out of the house, the government can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Give me life, give me the fucking chair, whatever they want.
I've never seen you like this.
Like what?
Scared.
But sometimes I feel... I don't know. You motherfuckers. You don't fucking deserve this.
Maybe we should stop.
She's so scared.
Yeah.
But, like, the episode opens up with, like, him feeling, like, some type of guilt. But, like, it's so... I don't... Like, it's so weird because it's so short and so fleeting that...
I don't know. But he knows it's wrong. It's like he's pretending that he didn't do anything wrong, but like he knows it's wrong.
What do you want me to do?
He even said, like, poor kid, he was only 23, like...
Yeah, and, like, you would think that having that self-awareness would eat you alive. And at some points it does, and then...
For a second.
And it's gone. Like,
no, it's like, literally, like, he started believing that he didn't do it.
Literally, like, he convinces himself to the point where, like...
I didn't do
then
it.
He becomes, like...
He blames
a
everybody
sociopath.
around him as well. Because it's easier for
Who's in the tent? Is it the guy?
So will you sleep?
Yeah, some
Why'd you let me do it? Well, I knew you had this business here, Davey. Now, besides, if you would have won, I'd be the one crying the blues. Right? What's the end? The end? It's planned bankruptcy. Hey, you're not the first guy to get busted out. This is how a guy like me makes a living. This is my bread and butter. When this is over, you're free to go. You can go anywhere you want. Oh, for Christ's sake.
God. Really? There is no like...
It's America.
Let's go.
I feel so overly protective about Anthony.
Me too.
Every time I
Me
see
too.
him, he is the cutest kid.
Yeah.
You just want to
He's
protect.
the most adorable. Look at him.
Look at
I
him.
wouldn't have banged my foot on the flip turn, I would have came in second.
You were like a fish out there.
Where's that?
He couldn't make it. He called in a very important meeting. He'll be here next time.
This is the last meeting of the season.
Next year.
I want to murder him. I don't want anybody to hurt this child.
Like he's talking about I have to be here for my kids and later on they can do whatever they like, whatever the police can do whatever they want.
Yeah, what?
As if your kids benefit with you being
Right.
here like this.
I hope you apologize to him.
For what?
Tony, you promised him you were going to be at his swim meet.
Oh, shit, I forgot.
How could you forget? Tony, he almost came in second. You should have seen his face when you weren't there.
Well, I saw his face the other day when he had to go to the mall when I wanted to take him to the movies.
He's a child. He's a fucking child.
6
Yes,
years
I
old.
try to be there.
What's with you, Tony?
On your conditions.
This whole week, you're like an alien life form among us. So where were you? Did you go see Christopher at the hospital?
Yeah, I went to see Christopher at the hospital.
Wherever you were, it couldn't have been more important than letting your son know that you care about him.
No, only you care. Fuck you.
No, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
You. Hey.
My God, you scared the shit out of me.
No, shut him off.
Why are you sitting in the dark?
I don't know. You know I love you, right, man?
Yeah.
No, don't dab me. Come on. I want to know. Do you know that I love you?
Yes.
Because your mother doesn't think I love you enough.
Can you listen to her?
Everything I do, and everything I've done, and everything I will do, it's all for you and your brother. You know that.
I think you should go to bed.
When I tell people, you're like your mother, but you're all me. Nothing gets by you. And I know you think I'm a hypocrite.
I'm going to bed.
I'm scared for Victor's life.
So, how are you guys doing? Anybody ready for another sandwich?
You're scared for?
His life.
Life. I understood wife. I was like, don't no need to be scared for her.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's the vertical striping.
Somebody even talked me into paper in the back door here. I must have been out of my mind.
It's a lot for the eye to handle in such a confined space.
Maybe. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus, where are you? I swear to God, I never did anything like this in my life before. No, I've never felt like this before. Maybe not in years, maybe never.
Me too. So we'll never have to get.
No, of course not.
Apologize.
Okay, so you better get back to work.
Yeah.
Nothing to feel bad about, my girl.
Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
know
it's an unhealthy relationship with Tony, but like, well, you know, at this point.
Yeah, but like I couldn't figure out her face. I didn't know. At one point I thought she was smiling, at the other point I thought she was crying.
I mean, I think it's both. I think it's both. I think she would feel very guilty. Like, you know, she's Christian and this is very... It's cheating.
Stuff in the bedroom. Thank my nephew for the stuff.
Your nephew? This shit comes from my end. Tony. Kills me to sit back and watch.
Forget. Now finish what you were going to say.
But Janice is just orchestrating this.
I can't not notice that he's fucking you. He's fucking the bus guys like a license.
Nothing worse that you could have said to him.
It's garbage things. It's already taking your attention. Now he's fucking with mine.
What am I supposed to do about it? I'm under indictment?
You and I both know. He's gotta go.
That's my nephew you're talking about. How dare you in my own home? Let me tell you who's not a good kid.
Male?
Yeah. California, Berkeley, over.
But like, what, that sounds like an acceptance. What is it?
Is it acceptance?
I didn't think so. I don't know what it said.
I mean, they all
admission. Oh, yeah. New York school.
Yeah, they all look
NYU. So she was accepted into
Berkeley
as well?
Yeah.
You're
So let's see now.
Lock that door. I told her I don't trust that new mailman.
I know the answers from colleges then.
How'd you do?
Accepted at Berkeley, accepted at NYU, waitlist Columbia, Penn I didn't make it, Bowdoin I didn't make it, BU accepted.
Well, what about that other place?
Georgetown.
Georgetown.
Waitlist.
Yeah. You know how that means.
Georgetown waitlist.
Waitlist, that's interesting.
Thank you.
Oh, lock that door, will you?
Such a grandma.
This is like, I've done this countless of times.
Literally.
Grandma, I got an A. Go buy something.
Look at her. She's looking at the ceiling that he painted.
The song. The same song that was going when Tony entered
I'm good. It's fine.
through the doors. Here.
I was just thinking about you and what happened this morning. I just wanted to say again that...
Oh, please. It was a crazy thing.
But look, if it's a problem for me to come back, I've got another job in Wyckoff.
No, not a problem at all.
Long that Ramon can finish up, so...
I was thinking maybe tomorrow you could send Ramon to the other job. That way you and I would have a chance to talk and maybe, on your lunch break or something.
That would be so great.
And I could make a lunch for us. Maybe a galantine de poulet.
Is this an eyewitness?
This might be the witness. I don't know. I thought it was the guy. Yes, this is the witness.
Oh my God, please calm down.
What the hell is it?
The victim has now further been identified as Matthew Bevilacqua, a Soprano family associate.
Fuck.
Oh, he didn't know
He
who.
didn't know who he reported.
Close to the investigation of keeping tight-lipped as it may involve a high-ranking mafia member.
Literally, I would leave the fucking country.
Lying cocksuckers.
Terrifying.
Jesus Christ, David, where the hell have you been?
I screwed up, Vic. I screwed up really bad this time.
Look, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. If you're gonna go back to Gamblers Anonymous, we'll figure out a payment plan and we'll get you back on your feet.
Gamblers Anonymous.
Yeah, you think it's a big joke, but you're going back there.
Oh, is that right? Fucking broom up her ass, sister. You didn't give a fuck. You just fucking looked the other way.
No, it's our fault now. Don't you ever talk about Christine like that, ever.
Oh, fuck her. Fuck you.
How much did you fucking lose?
Everything.
What do you mean everything?
Everything. For Christ's sake, Vic, everything. The savings, the business, everything.
As soon as Eric goes off to college, and by the way, he got into Georgetown today, you probably didn't know about that. But as soon as that kid's out of the house, you're packing your bags and you're keeping the fuck away from my sister. Don't tell me where Eric's college went. Jesus. Fucking asshole. How could you do that?
No worries, honestly.
Jesus. I'm paying for that kid's education.
Thank you. You're a great man,
Don't
Vic.
touch him.
How could you gamble the business away? Say my sister's name is it.
I didn't gamble it away exactly.
Well, what happened?
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, he's a say.
I got involved with some bad people. And I got in debt to them.
Not used.
Tony fucking Soprano. It's a bust out. You get in debt to them when you can't pay them, they become your partners, and then they fucking eat through everything like fucking termites. They started a fire in my dumpster, and then these two guys came to see me one night. You got no idea what dead eyes means to you. Face these people. Fucking bathrobe and flip flops.
Yeah, I should not get involved in his vibe.
I should really stay away from Carmelo.
Hello?
It's over, Skip.
What do you mean?
You know that other party that said he stole something that we know didn't happen?
Yeah.
He realizes now he didn't see what we know didn't happen.
Shame.
See?
Yeah.
Sleep well, my friend.
You seem relieved.
Yeah.
So this person, the witness, simply changed his or her mind?
I don't know what happened.
You don't?
What's that supposed to mean? You know what?
What?
I dodged a very big bullet. And I'm feeling pretty fucking good about it. So I don't need any more psychiatry today.
registration, pal.
Hey, Tony, what are you doing here? What is it?
50 grand.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
My idea was for you to donate it to the Spinal Cord Injury Foundation.
Hey, I'm gonna walk again, Tony.
I know you are, Beans. But in the meantime, you donate, you get your picture up, you inspire people a little bit.
Oh, what, you mean be like a fucking poster boy? Is that what you mean?
Take the money, you can whack it up with the foundation. Take the money, Beans. You gotta take it. Beansy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Beans.
Tony,
Is Victor here?
my sweet girl.
No, Victor's not coming.
He is either not coming or he's gonna tell you that he does not want to be involved anymore.
Milena, can you get that?
I was gonna say, like, we married into this.
Exactly.
We still stay in this. Imagine, girl,
Well,
if
how
you
she
went
does.
to get a divorce, you would have people lining fucking up to take you on dates.
He sent somebody else.
Morning, missus.
Wow.
Come on. I know, listen, driving a boat's not like driving a car, because you got no brakes to slam on and you can't make any quick turns. So you gotta anticipate your turns a lot sooner.
I so want to protect him.
Does it 20 horsepower?
Look at what he's teaching his kid. He's giving AJ I need to take the kids away.
This hurts me so much.
I need to take the kids fucking away.
Literally. I want to save him physically and especially mentally.
I don't know what to tell you about Tony to save my life. Like, literally, I just have such conflicting things about Tony. I just told Milena this. Like, this is the first episode where I was watching Tony where I felt something similar that I felt towards Walter in Breaking Bad. It would make sense because, like, Walter White is, Walter White existence is directly tied with Tony Soprano's existence, like being that anti-hero kind of, villain basically of the show. It's just like I didn't necessarily feel towards Tony the way I felt towards Walter through most of the show,
But the thing is also, like, you didn't feel like that towards Walter in season 1.
Well,
either.
that's what I wanted to say. Like, I didn't feel that way towards Walter. I think also, like, in the beginning, Walter was, like, there were more, I'm sure, endearing qualities that, like, over time we lost. Mm-hmm. And I sensed that with Tony as well. Where, like, I'm looking at him, again, doing what he always does. Justifying himself, like, not wanting to take any responsibility, and I feel bad that he's not getting caught, so
yeah, that's interesting.
I'm losing warmth. Like, I still feel warmth towards him. I feel less warmth in this season than I did in season 1 towards Tony.
Yes, I completely agree with you. I like as the thing with Tony, I think we need to see more of his character, to see more where his character is going exactly. I still think that the main reason why we don't feel warmth, not just in this episode in my opinion, but like in many others before, is because we don't have that relationship with his children that, like, I always loved about him. Potentially, I understand, like, that, like, a lot is influenced for his character, like his actions, his what he is doing, if he feels guilt if he, and things like that. But for me, at least, the main thing that like I would love for him is his relationship towards his kids, and I think I had more of it in season 1. And in this season, everything, every scene we did have with him, especially with AJ, I just like thought how I want to protect AJ from him, how he's ruining his children's life, and how he's not doing anything about it, how he's oblivious, let's say, towards that, how he blames his mother, and yet he's doing completely the same thing, how he is bullying his kid, and then coming back to apologize. But the fact is that like things that he does stink, you know. Even when he wants to spend quality time with his kids, he's teaching him wrong things. Like he's not punishing him if he destroys the car, let's say, in a way that he should punish him. He is teaching him how to drive fast because maybe AJ is gonna enjoy the thrill in that moment or something like that, and still he is not gonna take any responsibility for like the actions that's gonna happen, you know, like 2 men fell off the boat, you know, and
they capsized
and things like that, you know. So like I think that's the main reason why I felt the disconnect from, because like even the thing like him not taking responsibility and things like that, I could get behind that, meaning I could that can be a story, you know, where he does not feel guilt, feels guilt, realizes something, not realizes something, you know what I mean? Like that can be a progress that can develop in any way, you know, depending on where writers want to take his story. But just like the fact that like I just want to protect his kids from him, is the thing that like I don't feel any warmth towards him.
I think like the way that season 1 was structured, it was a lot about how Tony like was a victim to his parents, especially to his mother, and like we focused on that relationship, and it's so easy then to feel for him and understand how he became the person that he has become. Now season 2, we kind of took away the element of Lydia. That doesn't mean that like that didn't affect him, didn't have anything to do with it. It very much did. But again, there's personal responsibility in things that you do and what you bring to this world. And season 2 is more like, is just showing how Tony is a cancer to the world around him. He does not want to view himself in that way. Like,
and that's a big problem.
That's a very big problem. Like there's so many scenes, like in this episode, for example, like we saw
many scenes.
What is the guy's name? Eric's father. We saw like, you know, his store is getting closed, you know, and they're putting a for lease sign and whatever, and like he has brought them misfortune. Is that because Eric's father has a gambling issue? Of course, like he is to blame for that. Completely, but Tony, but like Tony helped, and Tony destroyed the lives of not just him who has this problem, but like of his kid, of his wife, of people around him. Like his effect is much larger than what he thinks it is. Like he wants to justify this by saying, well, this guy came to me and asked me for money, and like why would I have to like stop that? Why would I have to like save him from himself? You know, I'm just making this deal or whatever. It's just business. He knew what he was getting into. And to him, that is like a good enough reason. In that moment, like that episode, again, I think when Richie is more voice of a reason, you know, like you're in a bad position, because like Richie did not want for this guy to continue doing this because like he owed him money. So like you stop there because he already owes you money. And like Tony had that moment of being like, no, don't do it. But then he still let him go ahead.
Yeah, the Tony in that moment first was like, no, don't do it. He knew that like that's his like kids' friends' father, you know, their kids are friends.
Yeah.
And I guess he knew that he was a gambler. He wanted to protect him for a second, but then decided that it's not his obligation to protect him.
Yeah.
You know, he can earn something from him if he wins, you know?
Yeah.
And so like, and if he loses, he's just gonna go bankrupt and like, it's all fine. That's how Tony earns for a living, you know?
Yeah.
So like, it's not his responsibility. And I mean, that was one of the situations where we saw something like that in Tony in this episode. But like we saw from the beginning of the episode, first when he was sitting and hearing mommy, 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 and then he got reminded of the guy that like he killed. And we even, I think, mentioned before the episode how he's a kid. And like, yes, Tony did say like in the episode before that or something like that, I think in the conversation with Melfi, he talked about how if you willingly agree to go in this type of a business, like the consequences can come. That's your choice from the start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. So like if he hurts some people, he hurts the people who are in the game. He follows the code or things like that, you know? He does not hurt, let's say, civilian, even though we mentioned millions of times that like his actions do hurt civilians.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But like, and I know that kid was in the game, and I know that kid did shoot, but then Christopher. But at the same time, that kid is a kid, you know, and you can make maybe a different decision, you know. And in that moment, he decided to cold-bloodedly just murder him and like shot 50 more times at his body afterwards as a part of a revenge, you know.
Yeah.
And so like there was a moment when he heard mommy, 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 when he got reminded of what he did and maybe felt some type of a guilt, you know. But then when he was supposed to go find out that he potentially could end up behind bars, you know.
Yeah.
Like he constantly excused himself and say that he didn't do anything wrong with the conversation with Melfi, remember?
Yeah, he said he was like motherfuckers, I didn't do anything to deserve this or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he says it with believing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
but he does believe it just because like he got born into this. You know?
It's like his guilt is short and you blink and it's done. You know? And like
again, because he got born into this, because he was abused, because he inherited this business, you know, this is the only thing that he has been taught. Yeah. That is the business exclusive.
And he provides.
Yeah, and that is what he does.
Yeah.
And there is nothing wrong with that in his mind.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, he feels guilt and then, like, he deals with it, like, in weird ways. Like, they're here at the end. He gave $50,000 to the guy that, like, Richie ran over. You know, he was like, take the fucking money because I'm gonna feel better.
Basically.
Because I'm gonna feel better, and, like, that happened, and, like, he walked away. And, like, the reason why I don't understand that is that, like, I cannot call him psychopath or sociopath because, like, and my understanding of psychopath, sociopath is very limited. I don't know. I really don't know. But, like, from what I gather, or at least for psychopaths, I don't know who, let's say, doesn't feel these things. So, like, he feels these things. But when he, let's say, can switch it off like that, he to me appears like a sociopath.
Yeah, but, like, didn't you say that you believe in the fact that, like, empathy is taught?
Yes, in most cases, I think like people, there's like a certain amount, like I think a small percentage of people that are born without that like capacity.
Yeah.
Like I think that's just like a.
But like with the fact that like with how he was raised to be and like what he saw, he would feel a lack of empathy.
Definitely.
He
definitely feels the
so
lack.
Like it makes sense, you know.
I agree.
But like he does know that it's wrong what he did, just because like the way that he said to Carmela, oh, and that poor kid, like he's only 23 and look what happened to him, what they did to him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's just like I think like my mind, I like it. I cannot wrap around, even though like it has to make sense because like we continuously do it, but like he feels guilt and it's so short lived, and like if you feel guilt, like I think it has to weigh on you, you know, and like the way that it doesn't weigh on him after a second, kind of, to me is so odd, you know, because again, I would not call him maybe a sociopath, but like that's how it's presenting right now. So I don't know. He's a very specific character.
He is, definitely.
He is such a specific character that like I have trouble reading him and like fully understanding his mind. I mean, like I don't think I have a trouble understanding like what the main root of the issue is with him, like not taking responsibility and wanting to absolve himself of anything that he does, not thinking that like feeling that he is justified because of the way that he grew up, thinking that he does not pose harm to this world because people, you know, come to him willingly and they accept this. Like, but everything that he has is literally built on fucking the misery of other people, you know? And he just, I mean, you can't make, like, you cannot make money that way and not lack a tremendous amount of empathy.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
But again, I think with his character, it makes perfect sense, you know?
I mean, absolutely.
It just makes perfect sense
Absolutely.
With everything that like we know about him.
Yeah. It's just like, I wonder, you know, how we're gonna continue going through this, because again, I'm losing warmth and I'm just waiting for the moment in time where I have no warmth towards him, because like that happened with Walter, you know, like at a certain point we circled back, like those, let's say, last 2 episodes, like I felt
there were moments
a lot,
with
you know,
Walter where you felt something,
but just like he really went, like they killed a kid and he was whistling, you know what I mean? Like he went full zero empathy, like no empathy. I wonder where we're gonna go. Again, the kids bit plays a big portion with me, that like every time he's around his kids I get fucking mad, because like he had this scene with Meta where like he is making sure that she knows that he loves her, and like he really does, he really loves his kids. I'm not saying that he does not, but like I say this so often, I think that doesn't necessarily matter, that you love your kids when you are doing what you're doing to them. Again, not consciously. He thinks that he's gonna do what's right for his kids.
That's the biggest problem, because it's not consciously.
Yeah.
Because like the moment is gonna come and AJ is gonna potentially be in the business.
Yeah.
Or is gonna sell drugs, or is gonna do drugs, or whatever, you know? Like that's
gonna go down that path.
Like the moment can come. And that's the thing, that's the reason why I think I'm gonna lose like form towards Tony, is the moment where his kids, where we see that his kids went down these routes because of him.
Yeah.
And because I think consciously, maybe, I don't know. Again, because like he loves them, but he doesn't know how to love them.
He loves them, how to be a father.
He loves them, but he doesn't know how to raise them. He loves them, but like he doesn't know how to show it even.
He cannot teach them right from wrong.
Exactly.
Like in what universe is he about to teach them right from wrong? Like he does not have this capacity in him. Like he took, like it's such a perfect analogy. Like they're riding their fucking yacht, you know, that was bought by the misery of other people. You're taking your son, you're giving him the reins, like metaphorically, like he's giving him the reins, where they're passing by this like small boat. you don't give a fuck that you like capsize these two random people. They went in water and you're teaching your son this, you know? Like, this is the type of father that you are. You don't want him to become a Christopher. He's gonna become you. And some might argue that's somehow worse. That's what you're teaching your kid. Like Carmela said something along the lines of like, that she read in this book that the lack of a father figure or whatever can like make a boy not know how to control his rage, and like, I don't know, she named a couple of things. And I think we're gonna have to see that with AJ. Because like Tony is not present in his life the way that he is supposed to be present for them to turn out good, you know?
And we talked about it in season 1, because at least we saw Tony play with his son or go to his daughter's games, you know? Like, we saw him be as present as he can be while hiding what he's doing, you know? Like, while them not being aware. I think when they are aware, that's like a completely different thing in their eyes as well, you know? Like, his father is a different figure now for them when they know what his father is doing.
Yeah.
We know how if it affects Meadow.
Yeah.
I mean, she is trying to go to Berkeley to run as fast as far away as she can possibly from them.
And literally, girl, I mean, you've been accepted into Berkeley. Now they have like, I really thought she was gonna go to Georgetown, and like she still might, but now.
But like the thing
that's
is,
gonna be
even
because
if
of like
she
convincing.
does, that's what I want to say. Like, even if she doesn't, even if she goes to Berkeley, doesn't mean she's safe. Doesn't mean that like she can escape now. I mean, again, we did saw with Barbara that she did escape.
Yeah.
Technically, she has a family. She's completely far away from this life, you know.
Yeah.
But like doesn't mean that like that's gonna be the case for Meadow. She can find a boyfriend who is exactly like her father.
Literally.
You
And
know?
like that is, let's say,
like Christopher,
a more likely scenario growing up in this type of environment. And I hope she doesn't go down this route. I really don't know. I hope that she does not.
Me neither. I really don't know. Like I could, like I said, we need to see more for both kids to predict exactly like where their lives can go. Like AJ is the one that like I'm more scared of in some ways, you know. And AJ is like doesn't like, I'm saying this even if it doesn't matter, but like AJ is a sweet kid. So like whenever I see him, it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
You know, to know that like where
that his parents are failing him.
Yeah, completely.
And like again, they are failing him. Both of them are failing him, because like Carmela, however much like she is, let's say, more there for the kids, I still think she has them in this environment as well. So like, you are complicit in this. Like, Tony is the guy that you made kids with. Tony is the guy that raises them. You see what Tony does, like to the point where you get so mad you literally like attack him because of the kids. And so like, both of you fail your kids just in different ways, and like that makes me incredibly upset for them. I mean, I don't know where it's gonna go. Again, if I could just like take both of them and like place them in safe environments, God, that's the only thing I would do. And then the rest of you, I mean, if you want to kill yourselves amongst each other, oh well, you know.
Interesting also part in this episode, we had Richie and Janice a bit, where
Janice is so funny.
Janice is so...
What a psycho.
We saw another time that like the way that she's manipulative, and I mean she's doing basically exactly the same thing that Olivia was doing with Junior. She's manipulating. She's telling him what he should do and how he should do it, and then he's going to Uncle Junior and trying
to get rid of Tony.
With Uncle Junior, trying to manipulate Uncle Junior with the way that like Janice told him. You know. Yeah. It did not work in this case scenario. No. Like Uncle Junior read right through him. Like
when Junior tried to kill Tony and it didn't work, after that he's not gonna cross that again. You know, I'm not afraid of that.
I think in that moment he read through.
Yeah, absolutely. He knew.
Richie, honestly.
Yeah, he knew. But like I find that storyline very interesting. Janice is absolutely unhinged. Like, imagine trying to like get your brother fucking killed to have the power. Like, it's like their family is so fucked up that there's no words. I mean, again, they were raised by Olivia.
Yeah.
They did not have a good head start in life. But like, I think it's gonna be a very interesting storyline. The thing is, like, Janice is gonna get him killed. Richie does not seem necessarily like the smartest person. And I think Janice is. And he is going, if he goes after Tony the way that Janice wants him to go, he's gonna end up dead. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's where his storyline is gonna go. Maybe it's gonna be like a season 3 thing.
Maybe even season 2, honestly. Killed. Maybe even season 2 when you think about it, like, because maybe Janice is gonna have a different storyline in season 3. Like, I could see that for her.
Maybe.
Like, this is her first
attempt
to try something, and we'll see where her storyline leads in season 3. I can believe that completely.
Easily.
Yeah, I definitely see it. Oh my god, Carmela did try to cheat. Kiss the guy.
Yeah.
But like, plan to do more.
Yeah. First, Victor, he seems like a very decent person. I am happy that Eric has someone to at least like help with his college funds, and I was happy when he told the guy to literally never speak to his sister or their kid again, because I mean, I understand that gambling is an addiction and an issue, and I feel bad, but you're ruining the lives of people around you. Like, I cannot.
As much as I sometimes understand, and sometimes I feel for those people, I completely feel more for the family that's suffering. Absolutely. Because of that, and that is something that like pains me, and like I wish Victor could have come earlier, because before all, but like until they lose everything and are on brinking to killing themselves, they sometimes are not able to ask for help.
Yeah,
you know. So I don't know, just like makes me mad, because like Eric's life could have been ruined. I mean, not ruined in a mean that like ruined, you know, but like his father did screw him. You know,
I mean, the kid worked hard. He wanted to go into Georgetown.
He wanted to do Georgetown. He got the fucking accepted
because like your dad gambled away all your money.
Yeah.
You know, that was supposed to go for your college. Like,
exactly.
That is unacceptable.
Yeah, that is literally unacceptable.
No,
so
it's
like
unacceptable.
In that moment when the guy said like Victor said like, I'm gonna take care of it, I was like, thank you, and he was like, stay away from them. I was like, thank you again, honestly.
No, so like Carmela, imagine if you divorced Tony, how many good guys you could meet, you know, like how many decent fucking people you can be with, but it's just not a thing. Like, it's not in this lifetime.
No.
But like we have established this. I'm all for Carmela cheating. Again, is this a healthy relationship? No. Should you do this? Of course not. You shouldn't. But like, she's not leaving him. He is constantly cheating on her. She is unhappy, unfulfilled. Might as well fucking go and cheat.
I agree. Just
go, girl.
The fact that like that guy is in danger. Like, that guy is in big danger.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you get involved with Carmela Soprano.
Yeah.
Because you could end up badly hurt or killed.
Yeah.
And that is something that you do not want.
Yeah, I don't want that on anyone.
Me neither.
So
like, divorce would be the best scenario.
Imagine if I could like, oh my god, divorce and then just like go with the kids. That would be... Because I'm trying to take the kids away.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if I could take the kids away and if I could make Carmela divorce him.
But like, in this world, with the way they're living, I don't think it's possible. That was even years before. She could maybe end up without the kids, without the money, without everything, you know?
Yeah.
It's a hard option for her to divorce him.
I agree that it is a hard option. I don't think it's gonna be a thing.
I think it's gonna be a thing.
I don't know. Maybe by the very end.
I don't know if she. Again, when I say I think she's gonna want to. I think she's gonna talk about divorce. I don't know if she's gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Because of this reason, he can't say, "Oh, you're never gonna see AJ again."
Literally.
You know.
Literally.
So like, maybe that's why she's not. You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but like I don't think that's why she's not. Like, again, I love her. She's my favorite. She also enjoys the perks that come with this. You know?
She does, but like she is so unhappy and so unfulfilled that like at some point it can come up that like she cannot.
I hope that day comes, girl. I really do. Like, I thought it was interesting that, like, again, we heard is it Pavarotti, is it Bocelli? I don't fucking know who it was. Again, the same song that was playing through that entire Italy episode, like when she heard Tony enter and like she felt that dread that he came back, basically. That again was playing in this episode because like she is not happy in her marriage. She's not happy in this life with Tony. And like she's still here. Yeah. You know? Kind of a story for every character. No one is happy in where they're at and they're still here.
God.
I don't know. I like just really fucking bleak, honestly.
I'm really wondering to see how the season is gonna end up, what's gonna happen at the end, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if this is gonna be like ramping up the Richie storyline or is it gonna be something else.
I mean, we'll see about Chris as well. We haven't had him in this episode.
I mean, he's still in the hospital, so like we'll see what happens with that. There's like more storyline, but like maybe that's like more in season 3. I don't know.
Okay, guys. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.